So KGA literature, my whole life, people have asked me, hey, Kelly, write a book. I'll bet that would make a great book. Someday you should write a book. Stuff like that. And hearing it since I was a youngster, that it wasn't until 2013, a coworker of mine that used to daily ask me, hey Kelly, tell me a story. I was like, what for? Give me a subject and I'll tell you a story. So this dude loved hearing stories, and I took it as a compliment that he liked hearing my stories. So loving telling stories and having somebody that loved hearing stories be told to him made for a perfect union. And it was that individual. And right now, sadly, I believe he's in Tehran right now as a school teacher. So this young friend of mine that was a brilliant man ended up getting awards from the London School of Economics 2 years in a row. He was brilliant in his own way. He was the catalyst that propelled me into writing books. In 2014, I published my first book, a bestseller. This one, boop, right there. And the original artwork for that cover sits right back there on that wall. So my first novel started life as a bestseller. I knew that in the field of marketing, advertising, and promotions, that credibility and validation was essential to being taken seriously. So as the author of a bestseller, I knew I would be taken far more serious than if I was not. So it was a play on words, but it was, if I might add, a brilliant play on words, and for many reasons, but that's all explained in that novel. So 2014, I published a bestseller, 186,675 words, a masterpiece, and something very, very dear to me. My goal was to publish a novel, and a bestseller was, I thought, mission accomplished. So shortly after, I published 2 more novels. I so loved the process. It was liberating. It was an opportunity to share my love of storytelling with a larger audience, people that didn't necessarily have to sit right in front of me. So, and now you don't have to either. I'm sitting right in front of you. So anyways, so needless to say, after publishing 3 novels, so I told you earlier I was going to tell you a funny story about YouTube. Funny story was, I'm a little slow to learn. I'm an old guy. I'm a little slow. That I came out stumbling, fumbling, bumbling my way through social media, and at every step, and I can mention it here on YouTube, there's a platform, TikTok, that doesn't like the competition being mentioned. So I'm going to tell you now. Facebook, Instagram, I was being held to presenting videos of 1 minute to 90 seconds, depending. And I was used to that. TikTok also, there are exceptions, but for the most part, all the videos I was used to creating were 1 minute to 90 seconds. And then attention spans, there's strategies involved with, a 7-second video that is able to retain the attention spans of, most Americans. 7 seconds, not saying a lot, but if a viewer watches my video for 7 seconds, 7 full seconds, the video is only 7 seconds long, then it looks as if somebody watched my entire video. If I make a video that's 30 seconds long and the attention span is still only 7 seconds, if somebody tunes out after 7 seconds, that it doesn't reflect kindly on my ability to hold the attention span. So it was recent, very recent, last night, that I couldn't figure out why on earth I couldn't put promotional videos on my YouTube homepage that would be viewable to the masses. I searched and searched high and low, and came back empty-handed. Don't know, couldn't figure it out. What seems to be the problem? I only had 2 videos that were on the homepage. That is up until this video. So it wasn't until last night that I realized the videos had to be over 3 minutes long to end up in that coveted place on the homepage. Everything else ends up in the reels. So I challenge you to this. If you're listening to this, do yourself a favor. Click on the next tab, page, shorts, and the shorts have a dozen videos that I put up, and 5 of which I put up hoping to get on the homepage, but they never made it. So now here we are doing a lengthy video so that you see this first. My website, KGA Literature, this offers help, assistance for the aspiring authors. Contact me on KGA Literature if you're an aspiring author. Free of charge, free consultation. You tell me what it is you need help with. If I don't know the answer, I'll find out the answer. Fortunately, with 3 novels behind me, I have found how to work outside the box, how to bypass the traditional brick and mortar publishers, how to bypass the vanity publishers, which will all gouge your eyes out from your hard work, your blood, your sweat, your tears. They will take an enormous percentage of your work, and you have very little control over cover design, interior design, boop, and marketing, advertising, promotions. See? I market, I advertise, I promote any way I want.